Hello, everyone. I'm Karen Berman, and I'm the immediate past president of the Society of Biological Psychiatry. I missed being able to see you all at our 2020 meeting in New York City, but I very much look forward to our next in-person meeting. In the meantime, today I have the privilege of introducing to you the winners of the 2020 SOBP Awards. These awards will be conveyed in person at our 2021 meeting in San Diego. For now, please join me in virtually congratulating each of these wonderful colleagues. The SOBP Humanitarian Award recognizes service and advocacy for mental illness. And this year's awardee is Dr. Tammy Benton at the Perelman School of Medicine at the University of Pennsylvania.
I am so pleased to be able to introduce the recipient of this year's Society of Biological Psychiatry 2020 Humanitarian Award. I could start by naming Dr. Tammy Benton's many professional accomplishments that get listed on a CV. For example, I could tell you that she is the psychiatrist in chief and the executive director and chair of the Department of Child and Adolescent Psychiatry and Behavioral Sciences at the Children's Hospital of Pennsylvania and the University of Pennsylvania. I could also tell you that she's the clinical director of the Child and Adolescent Psychiatry at CHOP, at the Perelman School of Medicine at the University of Pennsylvania. I could tell you that she has had numerous fellowships and additional training in health services and epidemiology, and that she has published papers focused on the mental health needs of children and adolescents. But what I really want to tell you about today is how I came to know Dr. Benton and how I was so impressed by the consistent and dedicated efforts she has made over the years, focused on the humanitarian aspects of being an academic psychiatrist. I met Dr. Benton at the National Institute of Mental Health Council. We sat across the table from each other on the first meeting that I joined. And I was immediately impressed during the review session on her scientific acumen, her thoughtfulness as she reviewed projects or gave feedback and input, how she was always thinking about how a given scientific project would fit into the larger context, both of the field and of the real needs of actual clinical patients. As I got to know Dr. Benton a little bit better during the breaks and during lunch, I continue to be impressed that she had this rare ability to combine, again, scientific rigor and thoughtfulness about how research needs to move forward in the service of children and adolescents with mental health disorders, but without losing sight of larger contextual issues related to poverty, access to care, social justice, racism, and the like. And so what I really started to see was that Dr. Benton is a quadruple threat. She's clinically very dedicated. You can tell that from the executive role she has in terms of clinical service delivery at CHOP. She's obviously scientifically astute. I witnessed that personally. She's also obviously administratively gifted, given the many leadership roles that she holds. And as I was to learn in further dialogue with her, she's also been very involved and active as a teacher in the Child and Adolescent Fellowship, as an educator, and as a leader in the education of child and adolescent fellows. I can add as a footnote that when we in my own department realized we needed to rethink some of how our clinical service delivery was being given to child and adolescent psychiatry, Dr. Benton generously donated her time and effort to have some conversations with us and do some consultation to us, kind of entirely, again, just to sort of do the right thing and contribute her extensive knowledge to some of the efforts we were trying to make. So as I said, Dr. Benton is clearly a quadruple threat, but she adds a fifth component, which I really can't overemphasize, and which I really see as making her such a deserving recipient of this award, which she does all of those important academic activities, clinical advances, scientific advances, leadership and administration in an academic setting, as well as education. But she does all of those things, not only well, but in this larger context of really having dedicated herself to those who are underserved, those who come from ethnically diverse backgrounds, who live in urban areas, who have unique challenges because of that. And she does this all while focusing on the real needs of the child and the family and their community. And that is indeed a rare combination for someone who's at this high level in academia. So I couldn't be more thrilled to see Dr. Benton get this award, and I'll look forward to being able to celebrate with her in person when we are through with this pandemic. Thank you.
Thank you, Dr. Vinogradov, for recommending me for this prestigious award, and thank you to the selection committee. I am truly humbled by this award. It is an amazing experience for me to be recognized by the Society of Biological Psychiatry. The Society's vision for advancing understanding, investigating, and treating psychiatric disorders until they are eliminated as a cause of human suffering resonate with my core beliefs about the promise of our field. My journey towards a career in academic psychiatry has not been a typical one. As a first-generation college graduate and an African-American woman, medical school was not predicted for me, and psychiatry was unknown to me until I reached medical school. I did not know at the time that treating the psychiatric disorders of children and families would become my life's work, and that advocacy for vulnerable and suicidal youth would become my career. My passion for caring for my patients, support of my team, the admiration for my psychiatry colleagues deepen each day that I practice psychiatry. Being a child psychiatrist has been inspirational. Working with children and families has been a gift. This recognition by the Society of Biological Psychiatry is extraordinary. Thank you.